What's going on, Hive Fam? Met me on episode 1. Nice to see you back here for episode 2. Had a bit of a finger injury that set me back for a couple weeks, but I'm here. I don't know if you guys know this, but when I get my sticks from the factory fresh, I tell my guys, don't ban my sticks. I want to have that finishing touch and put my bands on my cigars. I'm not there rolling, I don't know how to roll. So that's the last piece of the puzzle I feel, that I can do. Make sure to touch every cigar that goes out to the warehouse. My personal office humidor, I'm putting those on. There are days that I sit there and I will just band my smokes for y'all. So if you didn't know, now you know. It's just the proud, settled finish touch and statement piece to my beautiful masterpiece. But it's a different type of love and happiness that I get by doing this. You know the Hive keeps you on your toes, man. The Hive never sleeps. Probably viewing this, these may or may not be released yet, but we ought to be dropping some of that new stuff y'all ain't even ready for. New blends, new drip, new merch, new fit. Tune in, find out shortly. This episode, we get real. Brewing up some talks about Hive coffee. Like everything that I brew it for you. Really, I forgot to get to the goddamn point here and start spilling the beans, the coffee beans. We want to know one thing, and I know you guys want to know too. Why did Hive Coffee file a police report? Well, it got mugged. So cheesy. I never get tired of this. Let's get into it, shall we? You would think I would be drinking some coffee today, but at any of these right now, I'd be up till 6 a.m. in the morning. I normally don't drink my coffee past 2 o'clock. I'm shooting this at almost 4, so. HoneyBee Cigars, Hive Coffee, PCO certified. That pretty much means it's organic. Real deal stuff. Even though the Hive goes big or goes home, count our coffee beans like we count our cigars. Small private batches that matter. Certified by the USDA, Special Coffee Association, held to specialty Italian standards. Every one of our roasts are meant to hit you differently, man. Very simple. We pump that shit with the good stuff. No, we don't have our own coffee farm. Deal with my coffee roaster plug. And no, I'm not giving you the fucking info. I pretty much told my coffee plug what notes I want, what notes I'm looking for, accompany and complement my cigar line and my sticks, man. There was a storyline, of course, backed by the names of these blends that I went for. 3 kinds of coffee. We have Loretta's blend, medium roast. We have Antonio Chenzo, light espresso. And my personal favorite, the Dawn Felicity Dark Roast. I'm a dark roast girly, so get you some dark roast Dawn Felicity. I do have to admit, right now, the Sumatra Loretta's blend, definitely the Hive Fam fave right here. That's straight from Indonesia. This one hits hard. So this episode dives deeper on HoneyBee pairings with our HoneyBee line and the back end naming of our coffee line names. As you guessed it, I'm gonna start off with Antonio Chenzo. This is another salute or a salute to my father, to my dad. My dad's first name, Vincent, middle name, Italian bloodline, Italian Mario mustache. Everybody knows a man named Chenzo, you know what I'm saying? Salute to you, Pops. Thanks for introducing me to the cigar industry, even though when I was very young, I might have not had a full grasp. Nor did you think I'd be on this side of cigars. You could have just given me the shot, man. That's alright, because I'm doing my own thing, baby. I'm giving you agita at the same time. But really, Dad, thank you for showing me the ropes, what it means to be a strong provider, a successful businesswoman. Sipping Antonio Chenzo, you definitely want to have like a cannoli nearby at all times. Fucking biscotti or some shit. This is very light and creamy if you're into that shit. You could drink it straight, or what I personally like is just a little dash of cream, a little sweet, but it's not too sweet, especially if I am a dark roast girly, I'm gonna think a light roast is a little bit sweeter. Think when you go to sip on Antonio Chenzo's Espresso, you might be discussing a lighthearted conversation or important information. Through this coffee, it's very casual, but it's powerful. Now, we're gonna get into Loretta's blend. Grandma's name was Lucille. Aunt's name is Lisa, La Loca Leland. Mom's name is Lori. Funny story on this one, on the naming of Loretta's. And just me being me, oddly joking. I have a lot of nicknames that stuck. And a lot of nicknames for my mom. The one that was always there was Loretta. You could think like Loretta Lynn, right? So your Loretta Lynn resembles and gives Loretta energy. And my mom would give me shit for calling her Loretta, but it stuck. Now we honor my mom with her line of coffee. Best describes her personality in a cup of coffee. That woman loves her coffee, hence to why this is probably the Hive Fam fave. Mama knows her coffee. Single origin baddie, like my mom, sugar and spice, and everything nice, but don't get it twisted. Unlike the agita I like to give my whole family, Loretta's blend is actually less likely to give you agita since it has the lowest acidity profile. But yeah, my mom's a coffee lover. I don't know anybody that could drink 5 cups of coffee 2 hours and need more. She runs off of water and caffeine. Still to this day, I will go home, quick visit, let her brew me up a coffee, better than freaking any time I brew mine. So it would only be right if I went for the best of the best to honor my mom. Last but very not least, the Dawn Felicity. We spoke about the Dawn in episode 1. Can you guess? Yup, this dark roast beast. Sweetie! This is Bessie, a Norwegian forest cat Maine Coon, and she's a princess. Anyway, where were we? This dark roast beast is best to describe my sister. The funny back end on this story, I went with the dark roast for Alyssa, is really, really funny. Quick recap. Me and Lissy, aka Alyssa, aka sister, are like inseparable, right? My best friend. Sisterly love, that bitch is my ride or die. We literally hold the family bloodline at our fingertips. We must lead the way. Alyssa had some interesting nicknames growing up. Most likely trying to get under my sister's skin, piss her off, irritate her, I don't know. My sister is the reason why I have tough skin and dark fucking humor. We share the same brain. We can be super sweet but intense. Gravitate towards the same values, confidence, strength, and a love for tradition. We'll be the one carrying on the fucking Italian family strufoli and fucking Christmas cookie traditions and all this shit. But anyway, all that mumbo jumbo. We're leaders in our own distinct ways. It's just more, a bit reserved, love you, Lissy, than the other. I'm more in your face type of person. The word Dawn is a filler word in the Dawn Felicity blend. Dawn, the boss, mafia boss, someone who you can always rely on. Felicity, hence Lissy. Put it together, Dawn Felicity. Kind of sounds like Lissy. Deegie, Deegs, Fitcha, Vanessa, Teekers, Smeagol, none of those could ever like fit, so Felicity was the one. Just kidding, Lissy, I love you, you're not Smeagol. My precious. Wait, I feel like it's a whale, gold earrings, that Wiki Watchy Springs when I was a mermaid. But yeah, Dawn Felicity just stuck. When you sip one of our Hive coffee blends, always a deeper meaning and a deeper connection inspired to each of our products. This one from start to finish, between design, the names, the blends, felt that each coffee represents my dad, my mom, and my sister, if they were a cup of coffee. Had to do it right with the Italian coffee beans. Let's roll into a new topic. the Humidor Hive is also a producer. Music queen. I'm making music, baby. Catch me on iTunes, Amazon Music, Pandora, any music platform you think. Search the Humidor Hive. Also my artist name. And my EP, Buzz Fuzz. So this part of Hive Diaries episode 2, I want to get into a little bit about what inspires me. Many things, but music is one of them, if not the biggest one. I grew up listening to a lot of different genres, Italian music, you name it. My mom always had the radio, you know those little radio things, like the 90s houses that can play throughout the house. The little speaker was always in like the kitchen. Yeah, we were jamming out all the time, listening to everything, man. Parties, we were jamming, always jamming. A couple of my music icons that I favor or look up to: Bob Marley, Dion, Sierra Farrell, Tosh Sultana, so many more to note. The way I want to do this, for the record, just say there's not one genre that I do not like. Your typical Dion, Sunday Sauce, hey Mambo, like that was always on at pool, barbecues, and all that stuff. Like, hey Marie, you better fucking get up, we need the sheets for the table type shit. I'll always have a sweet spot for 90s, anything. Club, rock, pop. Early 2000s hip hop was a prime for me. And recently I've been getting into more of the EDM club, house electronic music. That's the avenue that the Humidor Hive is taking with music. And it's so crazy because I can go from that to putting on classical like Beethoven music, opera when I need to feel motivated or focused. It's so crazy. I love music. My last concert I went to was Darius Rucker. Big country fan. Swing your fucking partner round and round. Yeah. I own a cowgirl hat. Check it. Stop fucking playing with me. Shania Twain. Typical white girl country, but damn, that bitch runs me. She owns my soul. Big country girl. I definitely have a cultural diverse music palette. Somebody who just loves music like that would say something like that. Like, what the fuck? Like, I grew up playing band. I was like a percussion drummer. Like, was that bitch on the snare. So your girl got some rhythm. Like, I probably would have been into the music scene more. I played sports, and it was just like, I'm a one and done type of thing. I don't want to focus on 15 different sports and things. So I went with a different side. I always had a natural niche towards beats, percussion. I remember my band teacher was like, what do you want to play? And I'm all like, the drums. And she's like, how about the flute? And I said, watch this. I used to be able to twirl my shit. Bitch, can you see me as a flute player? I mean, it could have worked, but whatever. I wanted to play the fucking drums. Just tap into a beat on a move, like creating fucking raps in middle school, all that shit. Made my friends like participate in my music videos. This shit plays a role into how and who I am today. Classic oldies, for the record, will always be the go-to. When I was a wee little lad, tad little gal, I produced a lot of poems, music, anything you can think of for expressing one's creativity in the form of art. Never really was a good drawer, painter, building physically, woodworking. I felt most alive when I was listening to music. Creating in the form of the following. P.S. I'm taking this from a note that I wrote myself in 2020 when I was having all this trouble with finding a career, hopping from job to job, and when I realized I was built for something else in life that felt more fulfilling. My true calling on how I can make money to survive in this world happily. 6 years ago, I'm gonna read this to you. 6 years ago, my purpose. This must have been when I was going through it, guys. The corporate life is not for me. We said that shit on episode 1. My purpose, connecting with the little things in life. I'm reading this straight from my computer, yo. Connecting with little things in life that make us laugh, feel happy, or feel emotion in general. Bring somebody back to a good time in life, a memory, or a feeling with connection. Art, love, nature, and beautiful things. I can fucking cry, I was so lost. All those can make one feel connected, spiritually, or motivated. What did I put? For knowing that feeling, any emotion, or if not experienced, can feel like they have experienced it before. Aesthetic. Communicate the idea in the form of arts to create a sense of beauty, aesthetic, or explore the nature of perception for pleasure to generate strong emotions. If I don't fucking write, how old was I? I was like 25 or 26 when I wrote this. I'm young, like, I still think I'm fucking young. Man, that's crazy. Any of the following visual arts. This is what I made a note for myself. Writing what made me happy and what can I do. Can I fucking do where I can do everything on this list. Writing poems, short sayings, stories, movies, skits. Producing, directing films, music videos, plays, music, mutual connection. For my inspiration, listening to a song and getting lost. That's so fucking funny. I've been using the quote Beethoven. I put visioning like fucking Beethoven. That shit hits me different. Incorporating camera footage, being behind a camera or in front of one. Capturing short films, photos, photography, or stories of art. Other things that make me happy too, that I thought I'd be able to get into. Cars. I'm a car girl. Love cars. Sucker for dirt bikes, classical cars, all that shit. Toys, like, not those type of toys, but those toys. I'm a little tomboy. I want like 4-wheelers. I want big old fishing poles so that I can learn how to take a fish off the hook. I can catch a fish, I just can't get it out of the mouth yet. We'll work on that. Boats, jet skis, shit like that. Maybe I get a fucking motorcycle soon because I've always wanted one. Like real estate, flipping homes, went to go and do my real estate license stuff. That shit is a lot of fucking information. Like I'm smart, but like everything sounds the same, man. And I'm like, okay, creative freedom. I could be me. Bitch, you gotta know a lot. I don't know whose spirit ass house I gotta walk in and fucking show a client to, and they're out there fucking saying, did you hear that? And it's like, no, like, hell no. Yeah, real estate, properties, flipping houses, interior design, Hive properties may be coming soon. Shout out to the real estate investors, agents. I got halfway through the course and I started daydreaming about something else. And I launched HoneyBee shortly after, man. That's crazy. And I don't mean to call anybody out right now. I don't mean to sound, I don't even know the word, man, ungrateful or dirty. I've got some bougie, rich cousins, man, out in the Hamptons in New York and shit. Probably fucking listing Bon Jovi's fucking house as we speak right now. Like, I'm trying to be that family member, Hive Fam, that's trying to branch out to all of the other towns, cities, states. We all can afford with some grind and some hustle and some heart. Most of us here, couple bedrooms, couple acres, you know, the ones that don't need the fancy dancy knick-knack paddywhack, give your dog a bone. Give me a couple of bedrooms and some acreage, I don't need millions and shit. Like, to me, it never was about what you drive. What you wear as a CEO, like a dress shirt, a men's, by the way, this shit was so cute. A hat, I got on Vans, and some cute work pants that make my ass look juicy as fuck. What you wear, how big your house is, fuck all of that. What's your vision? What's your character like? It's not about what character you think somebody portrays either. I said this in episode 1, we're all different and we're all meant for different things. Not a competition. It's literally about following your fucking heart and just doing the right thing for people, damn it. This shit is getting wild out here. Follow your heart, follow your values, like what you hold close to you. That's the bigger picture. We all have love in and on different levels. It's noticing it, realizing, acknowledging, and moving with love. I used to, for the longest period of time, before I knew I wanted to get into real estate or any of that. All the different stuff about community, most diverse city, safest place to live, most affordable, you name it. Best healthcare, biggest bang for the buck state, city you can live in. So as I like that with real estate, kind of like what I'm doing now in a different perspective. Mobile connecting and building the best quality of life brand, boutique cigar brand, clothing line brand, content creator. Like, I'm here to represent all of us. A hive full of diverse people, all coming together for the same thing. Doesn't matter if you're a CEO, just starting your cigar journey. And here at the Hive, we all move with the greater power. That evil will never hold. Peace, love, cigars, happiness, all in one. Hive, remember, love will always win. Trust your gut. Move with love. Do not ever feed the guy or the gal to the right or left of you. Them telling you you can't do this, won't do that. Show them that you were born and meant to be. Whatever's in your heart, love will always lead you to the higher power. Whatever you want, long as you stay humble. Till next episode, y'all stay sweet. And I fucking love all you. Yeah, drop a comment, let me know what or if you guys want me to tell y'all next, man. This is my open journal. What do you guys want to know? A couple ideas. Hope that these are improving our connection and getting to know me and or the brand and or what I represent. Stay sweet.